So I'm watching this IEP like training thing, and it's kind of funny like when you kind of can hear like subs to like ABA. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's an executive functioning and not a behavioral issue. It's like, okay. But the fact that they're lacking that executive functioning skill, that is actually a behavior that they have to engage in to be able to functionally perform whatever and execute that skill, is a behavior. There's just a big lack of understanding how behavior works, and people are so anti-ABA and it's compliance based. Let me explain something to you. Compliance, following directions, listening to instructions, a demand, a command. At the end of the day, it comes down to verbal behavior. Okay, there's the receptive and the expressive input and reciprocation. So when a teacher tells someone, hey, put that down or open the book to page 74 and start reading, and the child does not comply to that demand, then that's considered non-compliance, right? They're not complying to what I told them to do. They're not following directions. They're not following instructions. They're not listening to what I have to say. I tell them to do this and they do something else. You see what I mean? So it's not like ABA saying it's compliance based. It's like, oh, okay, you're telling me that they're not following directions and they're not going to be compliant. So you want us to address the compliance. The compliance is the umbrella term for them not being able to perform the task that you're asking or requesting. And when it comes to shaping behaviors, because that's what we have to do, we have to shape the behaviors. How do you shape behaviors? Well, you need to build rapport with the learner. You need to make sure that they feel confident. You need to make sure that they're succeeding. You need to make sure that their accommodations are being met, that the work is being modified, that they're being encouraged and having all this reinforcement placed on them so that they can build confidence in themselves, that they can happily and be encouraged and willing to want to complete the work. Because guess what? We help them arrange the environment to advocate. Hey, I don't understand this. Hey, I need some more support. Hey, this doesn't make any sense. Hey, can you repeat that instruction? You see what I mean? So when it comes to ABA, what we're doing is modifying the environment, but also making it so that it's reinforcing for the child, aka we're going to find what's motivating for the child so that they can actually get through your lesson plan that you're complaining that they can't get through. And so everyone that's saying like, oh, they shouldn't be using a token board, that's extrinsic. Like, listen, you're complaining that you're not getting anything done in the classroom. And now we come in here with a token board and we're motivating this kid and we're breaking these tasks down into smaller, simpler steps and motivating them to get through it. And now they're completing the steps with the token board, which you wasn't able to get through any kind of work before. And now they're getting through the work. And now you're saying you don't want to use token boards? Token boards are meant to be faded out. You're going to use a token board to create the concept of like, oh, they need a visual SD, okay? Because, oh, you can say, oh, once you're done with the worksheet, then you can get through it. Okay, but guess what? That worksheet has 10 problems that they don't understand. So let's cut the worksheet in half, complete 5 simple tasks, because you need to understand the learner's point of view. Okay, so we need to motivate the learner and help them succeed in the classroom by getting through this worksheet, by giving them tokens so that they know, oh, I only have to do 3 more things, okay? Or like, look, you're doing a great job. I'm so happy that you're flexible. Thank you for letting me know you need a break. You get another token. We're shaping their tolerance to being able to stand doing your worksheet. Everything comes down to behavior. And when it comes to behavior modifications, in order to change somebody's behavior, we need to model the behavior, right? But not only that, we need to decide what's motivating for them, because they need to be reinforced throughout their day. They need to build a confidence that they don't have in themselves, okay?